Chilling tales for dark nights.
The following performance is a second-round entry in the 2017 Evil Idol voice acting competition. Voting is simple. Following the performance, simply click the thumbs up icon on this video if you'd like them to become a member of the team, or the thumbs down if you'd rather they not. Voting on this entry will conclude 1 week after the date of its posting. Good luck to all of our contestants.
You wake up early in the morning and roll over. You can't get back to sleep. There's a pang, a sort of pressure building deep inside of that bladder. You have to take a piss. Your eyelids are heavy, and the eyes themselves are dry. They're begging shut, but the bladder won't quit. You give up and give in. You throw your legs over the edge of the bed, and the soft carpet is touching the soles of your feet. Through bleary eyes, you spot neon red digital numbers. It's 3:15. You flash a nervous smile to yourself. Ever since that found footage film, the thought of walking in the dark terrifies you, especially at this hour. Witching hour. What a ridiculous concept. But still, it feeds into that primal fear. You'd almost rather stay in the warm comfort of your blankets and piss yourself. Stain everything a dark yellow and wallow in your own stinking filth. You finally rise out of bed. It's 3:16. Though you're well aware that if something out there wants to get you, that it doesn't give two shits what time it is. You try to find comfort in the fact, but it eats at you in the back of your brain in silence. You run your hands down your face as one final attempt to wipe the sleep away. Doesn't work. Your sleepless, bloodshot eyes are dry as a desert, and you stare into the dark with pure frustration, irrational hate for piss. Staggering towards the door, you trip on some godforsaken object lying in the middle of the room. Your head rockets into the door at breakneck speeds, or at least that's what it feels like. Now your eyes hurt, your head hurts, your neck hurts, and you still have to piss. You finally ease your bladder. The cellophane wrapped around the smokes on the windowsill reflects the moonlight. It catches your eye. They're not even that good, but you've become addicted. Smoking since 16. Emphysema adds to the strange list of things that high schoolers find appealing. You pull one out of the pack and fit it between your lips, nice and snug. Your thumb flicks the wheel, and you watch the flame dance before putting it to the far end. You puff and inhale. Smoke fills the lungs, and that first hit is so soothing, so sweet. It's been hours. You exhale, and all the tension in your body is gone. That stinking, disease-riddled fog leaves your mouth and makes you feel alive. Ironic, isn't it? Not really. Just stupid. Browsing through Reddit on your phone, your face is lit up in pale blue luminescence. Like a black stage at the opening scene of a play. A single person hit with the spotlight. You sit there puffing away, looking like a zombie. A slave to your addiction and technology. Like some artsy production of the modern human condition. You blow the rest of the smoke out of your lungs and watch it dance in the dark. You flick the butt out the window and watch it arc into the lawn below. A final, dying ember, burning out and falling in the night. A real shooting star. You put down the phone and the trance is over. You're aware. the grit on your teeth. Can't stand the smell of your own foul, reeking breath. Too lazy to actually brush. You fill the lid of the bottle up with mouthwash. Feel it sting your tongue and water your eyes. You spit it out and your ears perk up. While staring into your phone, you didn't notice it before. But there was a noise outside. You walk over to the window and wait. Typical noises of rural America. The humming of insects filled the air, and a lone cow bellowed through the chilly open space. But something wasn't right. It could almost be mistaken as an echo. With each bellow coming from one way, there came a bellow from an opposite direction. Higher pitched, almost distant. Like you tried to convince yourself. An echo. But when listened to, I mean when you listen to it real close, it's off. Something's not right. Like the bovine call is somehow mangled in the process. Like someone is trying to find the slowest way to strangle a fucking cow. It's dead silent. The bugs have stopped chirping. The only noise in your ears are the cow and its mutilated echo. And you can swear that it's coming out of the old sycamore behind your house. Your heart is in your stomach. Blood pounding in your ears. Your breath has gone shallow. Half of you is shouting to shut the window and lock it. The other half is screaming at you to shine your flashlight into the dense branches. There's something in that pitch black mess of twisted branches and rustling leaves. It's piercing into you like a needle in the skin. An unwanted shot. You know it's coming, but there's no way to avoid it. No way to pretend it won't be there, because if you close your eyes tight, the suspense will build and it'll all be over. You shine your light into the crammed and distorted mass of sticks and branches. In the night, the tree looked disturbed and almost evil. Hello? Your chest goes silent. There, in the heart of the tree, a pair of eyes staring back at you. Piercing daggers. Unblinking. Unwavering, and an unending stare down with a pair of shining, reflective eyes. The creature peers out at you. Long claws enter the beam and grip two branches. They carve into the wood and make a sound akin to nails on chalkboard. Its face reaches out of the dark wood and towards you. You stand there paralyzed in fear. Sweat is dripping from your brow and your hands are shaking. Its face has an ashen gray complexion. The damn thing is gaunt, on the verge of starvation, like an anorexic dog wearing Christmas antlers. Only the Christmas antlers are long and sharp, and the dog has been dead for a week. Also, it wants to use those antlers to kill you. Crawls out onto a branch. It's coming at you. The chest and rib cage hollowed out, bones pushing against the skin like butcher scraps in a latex condom. The eyes, now closer, appeared grayed with silver centers. They almost look invisible inside the gouged sockets of its grotesque skull. Some areas of the body covered in balding patches of bloodied fur. Other patches are smooth and silvery skin. On top of the head was thin, raven hair cascading down in wispy curls. It would almost be beautiful if it wasn't matted, greasy, and filled with God knows what. You want to shout at it to go away. You can't. Your voice is stuck somewhere between your guts and your throat. The creature keeps creeping towards you out onto the limb. It gets off on your paralyzed fear. It wants you to sit there, helpless. You're giving it exactly what it wants. An easy target and something to toy with. The branch hanging over the roof bends under the weight of the monster. It finally takes its first step onto the shingles, steam rising from the body heat meeting the frosted dew on the roof. Your eyes widen. The adrenaline pumps into your veins and you take a step back. It almost smiles at you. It gets low like a cat before pouncing. The beast charges you. She goes from a snail's pace to a cheetah's in the blink of an eye. You finally take action and throw the window closed and twist the lock so it can't open from the outside. 2 palms of long, spindly fingers slam against the glass. You fall back against the opposite wall as you cover your mouth. Tears fall down your flushed cheeks without sound. She's sitting right outside the window. The long claws scrape the glass for what feels like eternity. She whispers a mangled, "Hello. Hello." Only to disappear with the sunrise. When the bright rays finally reflect off the patterned glass, it gives you the tiniest bit of comfort. But she'll always be sitting somewhere in the back of your brain. And she'll be back. Trust me. I used to be like you. She'll be back. And she'll always say, hello.
Thank you for listening. If you haven't already, don't forget to cast your vote for this contestant via either a thumbs up or thumbs down vote. New entries will be posted throughout July. Be sure to tune in and vote for each of them and help decide who becomes the next evil idol. In the meantime, turn off the lights and turn on the dark.
Chilling tales for dark nights.